Hi, I'm Tom, and this is Adult Game Reviews. Let's get into a nice, comfortable position. That's right, I want you to feel so relaxed, so you can help me choose which games I review next. I have a list of some very popular visual novels that I've never reviewed. This is your opportunity to pick what I review next. There's a public poll on my Patreon that everyone can vote on. Then there's a poll just for backers on Patreon and Subscribestar, with those votes counting a little more. If all you do is like, comment, and watch my videos, I thank you. However, if you want to vote on the public poll, you can do that with the link down below. Okay, so some of these games I've streamed in the past, but many I've never reviewed at all. So you tell me, what should I review next? Let's start with the Honey Select games. The first game is Between Humanity by Debating Panda. Between Humanity is described as a dystopian, story-driven game where you, the MC, wakes up in a hospital room. You have to figure out how you got there and try to rebuild your life. I streamed it a while back, and what was there was promising, but it was a bit rough around the edges. Moving on to That New Teacher by Rogue One. This is another one I streamed a while ago, and all I remember is the whole setup was ridiculous. It was basically the headmaster with more updated visuals. You bring the P in punishment to the school. While the premise is goofy, is it good? Next, we have Realm Invader by Invader Gary. If you want a funny visual novel, then this is supposed to be one of the funniest. This is an isekai story where the young MC has to unravel the mystery of why he was brought to another world. Is this just going to be another isekai story, or is this something fresh? Let's find out, hopefully. Moving on to The Nature of Magic. I've been wanting to review this one, but I tend to have some choice paralysis. The Nature of Magic is a post-apocalyptic game where magic users are becoming more and more rare. All the land is run by a handful of houses that are all vying for power. These families stay in power by collecting all the magic users that are left, and you, the MC, is a powerful magic user. Will you fall into line and join the family, or try to take power for yourself? Next is New Horizon by KS, which is an odd game. Part of it takes place in a school, but that hot girl in your class is actually a ninja or something. Honestly, I was a bit confused by what was going on when I streamed it, but whatever was happening was actually pretty fun. However, I barely got into it. I will hopefully have a better description if you guys vote for this one. Lastly, in the Honey Select is Anana's Revenge. You play as a 21-year-old man living a dull and uneventful life with his stepsister until one fated day. That life comes to an abrupt end. But death doesn't mark the end of the journey. A goddess named Ea offers a chance to be reincarnated into a new world, one brimming with magic and adventure. I've heard many good things about Anana's Revenge, but this is one of the few I've actually not streamed, so I'm looking forward to playing this one. Now, let's get into some Daz games I've yet to review. Many of these games I haven't even streamed, so I'll be going in blind. The first being Strangers on Paper by Gloomy Ghost Studio. You get a job as a bartender at a bar, and you explore the stories of the people you serve. It sounds like a great way to add variety in a VN. I've heard mixed things, honestly. Some people say it's really slow, or visually it looks odd. I don't know about all that, but that's why I'm curious about it. Moving on to Game of Hearts by Spark HG. You play the MC who has the power to read minds and gets sucked into a war against dark forces. I know very little about Game of Hearts. Many mind control or mind reading games can feel too easy for me. I like a bit of a challenge and struggle, or I get bored. So is Game of Hearts just like the rest of those mind power games, or is it something different? I don't know, let's find out. Next is Photo Hunt by Muchi, which is a free roaming game that follows our main character as his life is suddenly changed. After being sent back to live with your mother, you end up breaking the trust of your family and friends. So only armed with your camera, you set off trying to fix all those broken relationships. I've heard about Photo Hunt consistently for what it feels like years. I've never heard great things, but I've also never heard bad things either, so another one that I'm just pretty curious about. Moving on to College Kings 1 and 2. The College King games just somehow slipped through the cracks. I've heard good things about 1 and mixed things about 2. I mean, College Kings is one of the OGs in the college theme space. There are a few old school games that I never got around to reviewing. Maybe if you like this type of video, I will do another OG one in the future. College Kings 1 and 2 will be on the polls separately, so you could vote for either one. Finally, with the Daz games, we have Color of My Sound by Gallant Trombe. I don't know how you say that last one. Color of My Sound is a sci-fi espionage drama visual novel. It's a universe chock full of potential for character drama, conspiracies, espionage, intrigue, and action. In Color of My Sound, humanity has unified under the rule of the Empire after a devastating war across the stars that nearly irreversibly fractured humankind forever. The only confusing thing in Color of My Sound is it's supposedly silent. You can correct me down below if I'm getting this wrong. So a game with sound in the title is silent seems confusing to me, but otherwise I've heard good things. Now let's get into a few of the games that are more 2D. First, we have Academy 34 by YNN. Only reason I haven't reviewed this one is that it's so long. Academy 34 has a ton of characters and each has a story path, so not sure how long it will take to finish this one, but people keep suggesting it. So if you love it and want me to cover it, well, this will be up to you guys. Lastly is Crimson High by Vertigo VN. You play a detective who's investigating the mysterious death at a school. You end up learning about some paranormal events happening. Can you protect everyone and figure out who or what is killing people? I played this one for a bit. However, with many koi games, everyone looks so young. So I'll have to be very careful about editing the video if you all choose this one. So that's the list. I have a ton of other themes I could do. There are games that I haven't played in a couple of years. There are old school games and there are non-visual novel based games as well. So let me know what you want to see down below. For everyone that wants to vote in this poll, you can check the link in the description for the public poll. All of my backers on Patreon and Subscribestar get access to a backer only poll. Depending on how voting goes, I may take a couple of the winners. By the way, I want to thank all my backers on Patreon and Subscribestar. And if you haven't seen my review of Our Red String, you can check it out right here. Thanks again. Until next time.